So we're just gonna sit here and have a conversation, girl.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Listen, guys, I have been doing a series of conversations with friends, right? So you first seen my conversation with Brooke Sydney of Make Miracles Manifest, okay? Where we were talking about money and manifesting.
I love it.
Then you seen my conversations with Rochelle Adamson Budgets, where we talked about traveling while being unemployed, traveling while in massive amounts of all the debt in the world. Rochelle has over $200,000 worth of debt.
Oh, wow.
And she was in Vegas like, who gonna check me?
Right, I know that's right.
And then we talked about the pros and cons of being a landlord, as well as the pros and cons of home ownership. So now I'm here with Donna Maria.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, and I want to talk about, we are Gratitude Sisters, and we are just coming from our gratitude
weekend, girlfriend's weekend, sleepover.
We got there Saturday, today's Monday. We don't know how to go home.
They sort of had to kick us out, but it's okay.
Yeah, so now we're at her house. And I was like, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. The thing I want to talk to you about, because we always have a ton of great conversations.
Yeah, always.
All the time. I mean, so many things I want her to share with you all. I mean, she's just coming off of having a whole hip
replacement surgery, anterior, which is the front.
And she's young.
Yes,
she's young.
But it was the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh my God! Can we talk about it a little bit?
Yes, we can.
Just a little bit. So
because wait, the thing about it is, I want to talk about this in concert with gratitude, because we've been practicing gratitude for over 10 years.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And there's just go.
And so I don't know if you remember.
There's so many.
In my gratitudes, I would just be thankful to be pain-free, or thankful that, you know, like there were days where I was just like, I'm so thankful that I had no pain today, or thankful for being pain-free, or grateful that I was able to do this thing with ease, you know, all of that. I would say things like that because you all never really knew how I was suffering,
or how much pain
or how much pain I was in. So fast forward years later, even after COVID or during COVID, when everything was shut down and we were all living at home and really confined to our homes because we were afraid to be outside because the COVID might catch us. So, you know, I wasn't one of the ones. I had bought this house during COVID, June of 2020. I would go walk the neighborhood because it's a wonderful neighborhood to go walk in. Yeah. And the more I walked, the more I was in pain. The more I walked, the nice little hills, and then the more in pain. And I remember going up a hill in a neighborhood one day, and I was like, oh my God, I need a cane. And I came upon somebody's lawn, and on the hill, on their lawn was like on a little hill, there was a stick, and it was in the shape of a cane. And I was like, Jesus, here's my Jesus. Jesus helped me. So I named my stick Jesus, and Jesus helped me on home. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm making this worse. I stopped walking. And then I would work long hours. I don't know if you, I worked long hours during COVID. We produced a lot of work during COVID. I worked for the federal government. And so all of this business about federal government workers don't work, that was crazy. I was a supervisor at the time, and my team was pushing deals. And so, what I didn't realize is no walking, sitting a lot. I was just probably making myself worse. And my condition worse. So fast forward to 2024, we have a new administration that demanded us to go back into the office 5 days a week. Now, we had already been back into the office like 2 or 3 days, you know, and that was no problem. I could take some meds, and the meds would last me a few days, and so I would be okay. But going back to the office every day, I found myself taking over-the-counter medicines every single day just to function, just to get out of my car. I'm getting out of my car. I finally got to the point where I couldn't pretend to my 16-year-old daughter anymore. I'm getting out of my car like an old lady. My sisters were always teasing me about how I got out of the car, but I'm still trying to mask it to the world. Like, I'm not in pain, like I don't have any issues. So I'm taking what for me is a tremendous amount of over-the-counter medicines, just way too much. But I needed it to function. And I constantly stayed in physical therapy, chiropractic, acupuncture. I learned about an ancient Twina, like all the things so as to not go back to, because I had seen once an orthopedic specialist who I knew was going to try to get me to do surgery, and I just was like, wasn't trying to hear it. So I did all the things,
all of the
holistic things, like paying out of pocket, out the wazoo, because the insurance will run out for years. So finally last year, January, February, I'm back in the office. I'm in pain. So I see it start with a new therapist. I'm on a new, insurance cycle. So I get however many more months of physical therapy, right? So I'm with this therapist for like 3.5 months. And he finally says, you can keep coming, but I can't charge you anymore. And I didn't hear the you can keep coming. I heard the but. I can't charge you anymore. And it sounded like, but I can't see you anymore. It sounded like rejection. It sounded like you're giving up on me. And he explicitly said he wasn't giving up on me, but that's what I was hearing. And I was like, whoa, right? And so because he would work with me, I would feel so much better. I could walk better before leaving. And then I would leave, and then I would get in my car and I'd go home, and a day or two go, and I'm just right back to where I was.
Let me stop you, because also what I'm hearing is, because I want you guys to listen for this too in your own lives. What's your story? What's your story? Because you heard what he said, but your story made you reframe what he said to rejection.
And so that was scary. That was scary, and it was sad, and it was all the things. So I'm like, oh my God. So, but I will tell you, I'm a person, I started seeing a chiropractor, 30 years ago. So, and I believe in the benefits of that practice. And so occasionally and periodically I like seeing chiropractors. I would go to a chiropractor, but because of this issue and car accidents and all the things, I found myself going a lot. So, but when you go to a physical therapist, you can't go to a chiropractor because they don't want you, just sort of. So as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back and find me a new chiropractor. So I did. I found someone who was neutral, not too far from my office, who, I could just start afresh with. Yeah, he's going to, he's going to know my history from what I tell him, and then also what I didn't know was what he could also see. He pulled up my records. He pulled up my MRI and my last X-rays in the area of which I'm complaining. And then in my intake form, I said, yes, this has been exacerbating for the last 4 years or so. And he said, all of my patients in your situation are either running toward surgery or just came out of surgery. They're coming here just for rehab. He said, I could take your money, but I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do for you. That was eye-opening. Anybody who knows anything about chiropractors knows that they feel they can, fix everything. They can fix it, they can cure. And so that was eye-opening and scary. And I left there literally like a raccoon, because I was just crying. And I had come to an awareness. I have to see an orthopedic specialist. And so I'm one of these people. No offense to anybody. I believe there are amazing Black doctors out there everywhere. And I found one.
Wait a minute. Some of you may know, because all my people are characters. Some of you may know. Y'all might have been here. Y'all might have seen the video where I was here one good fine day, and out of the blue somebody came knocking on her door delivering watermelon. Like, how do you find a Black watermelon delivery business.
Yes, that was my birthday. Remember?
Yeah,
I had on the birthday thing, and I was like, "How did you know you brought me a watermelon on my birthday?"
So this is my blackity black friend. So she believes in supporting black businesses.
Yes.
She believes in all things black. We ain't getting a gift unless it's handmade by one of the black people she know in her black life. So yeah,
I try. I do my best, and I've always had amazing black doctors.
And
so
I love that.
and so I found a specialist who was affiliated with the local DC hospital that I wanted to be affiliated with, and he was amazing. And he did the x-rays on both hips as well as my back, which totally makes sense. And a lot of people will isolate by telling you I'm having pain on the left hip. They're only going to take x-rays on the left hip. It just doesn't make sense. There too, the hip is, So at any rate, he advised me that I needed surgery. I was bone on bone. I saw the x-rays and I saw what made sense. But before that, let me back up. Y'all know I got my beautiful gratitude sisters. Y'all may or may not know I got my sensational 5 dynamite sisters, which Tinesha is going to allow me to talk about a little bit. But I also have 5 biological sisters. I am the youngest of my 5 biological sisters who are all equally amazing. And so when this chiropractor says this to me, I call one of my older sisters, and I'm just, he said, I need surgery, I'm just crying, and he's just, Donna, and she said, but I just want you to know, like, it's okay. I know you think you're young, but it's going to help you, and I promise you. And then my sister reminded me of a surgery that she had in her back, and she said she was on these heavy meds before the surgery, and after the surgery, nothing. No pain. And I was like, wow. And so this is one sister who like treats me like baby girl, right? And then I have another sister who is retired military who's just like, what are you crying for? It's a solution. Go, run, get it done today. Like, get fixed because you look crazy getting in and out of cars.
And I want to say again, it always goes back to our belief system and what we're believing. Yeah. But we always got to remember, in your early gratitude list, you was always looking for relief, for solution. Now, of course, you did all you could do in your physical power, which said, go to this specialist, specialist. Holistic. But I feel, because we've had plenty of time to process this, I said, I feel that in all of the searching for relief, it was storing up the ultimate solution for you.
Solution.
So that when everything lined up perfectly,
when the student is ready,
you was going to not only be mentally ready, but the person whose hands your precious body was going to be placed in was also going to be ready for this time.
Absolutely. And to that point, so I saw a black specialist who referred me to my surgeon. And my surgeon was a younger white man who, when he opened the door and came in to meet me for the first time, he said, I can see your pain on that screen.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wasn't there like a father first? A father first? Like your surgeon ended up being the son of the... Didn't he end up
the specialist? The specialist who consulted me was the son of a renowned orthopedic specialist,
which is where you
DC.
First got the recommendation for that person.
Yes, exactly.
And I say that I stopped that because again, timing.
A little detail.
Exactly. Had you did it, let's say 5-6 years ago, you would have been seeing a whole nother person.
Another person
who may not have recommended another person. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And also 5-6 years ago, I don't know, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, the process, the actual procedure, and the way that they actually do the surgery now is non-invasive is not the word because it is an actual surgery. But this orthopedic specialist told me that recovery time used to take so long before because of how they did the surgery.
Yes.
Now he was like, you will recover. And he just said all these affirmations, you could recover. And didn't give anything definitive. They can't. Yeah. But just really affirming that this is a good time and you're young. And so because you're young, this is good thing. This is a good thing, and it'll give you a long years of relief for the situation. So I'm thinking I'm too young for this. And they're like, all right, good age for it, right?
Because think about it. Again, when you think about hip replacement or knee replacement, a lot of times it's an older person. Right. And just being older, it's going to be harder for your body to recover naturally, as well for you to have the energy, the strength, the things needed for you to fully recover. So the best condition. Your body is in the best condition
absolutely,
for something like this.
And I had started a weight loss program, or a health management program, I should say. And so prior to my surgery, I'd lost 8 pounds, which was great. And so I was feeling great. And by the time the surgery time came, I had hyped myself up. I had done all the research on the doctor. I had done all the research on the surgery itself. I was ready. So I go in there, I'm laughing, I'm joking, my energy is high, I'm feeling good, telling my surgeon at 5:30 in the morning, this is going to be the best thing ever. You got you know, this, I'm your best patient ever. Make sure you take care of me. Like, it was like really good. And because my sister and my brother-in-law came and they were with me the night before, we're staying up late. I don't know when my surgery started. I don't know when it ended. All I know is it was done, and it came out and they said it was great. And I am 3 weeks post-surgery now. I'm going into my 4th week, and I am walking. I don't need my walker. You saw me walking at the house a little bit even without the cane, but I still use the cane because it's slow, heel to toe.
Heel to toe.
HEAL.
Yes, I was like, she said, her doctor said he doesn't want her to do physical therapy. Only thing he wants her to do is concentrate when she walks heel to toe, heel to toe. When I heard that, I said, wow, what a beautiful affirmation. Yes. Every time you walk, it gets to be an affirmation. Heel.
HEAL.
To toe. TOW. This beautiful body that God has blessed you with. Heel to toe. This in this beautiful life we get to walk and play in. Heel to toe. Heel to toe. I am healing. To toe all that has been given to me. This beautiful present of life.
So I am just super grateful. This is just my time. This was the best time. I feel like I have renewed life. My daughter came home after being in Atlanta at a dance conference with her school, and I said, let me show you. And I stood up.
Hold on. Can we put some of that beautiful image of her dance in here? Can we?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
artist. I love
Yes,
her.
I love her. She is, and she so enjoyed herself at the International Association of Blacks in Dance Conference, IABD, in Atlanta. And I understood it was like 1,500 people showed up for this conference. Like, it was amazing, and all the classes and all the things. So yeah, she came up, but I was able to show her how I could stand up with ease and how I was walking, and she was just like, "Mommy, yes." So yeah, this healing journey,
and then we mentioned, because I think I might have interrupted the story about the surgeon that turns out he wasn't Black after all.
No, right.
And I say that because we built up on how she's all things Black, the best, Black the best.
No,
but this Black doctor referred this surgeon who he really trusted.
Absolutely.
And he turned out he wasn't Black.
Yeah, nope, he's a younger white man, and he was excellent reviews. And we're engineers, so having things to understand, like sort of step by step, I don't know if he teaches as a practice, but he is a teaching doctor. I could tell. The way that he explained everything to me, I could see it.
Because we had this conversation too. Remember how we said, again, it's about our belief systems. It's about changing your core belief systems, reaffirming what it is that you want to be true for your life, right?
Yes.
And we said how you always hear people say when they go to the doctors, they're rushed. They don't feel like they have time to really talk. And this doctor
explained everything to me, explained the procedure, and then said to me, after he walked in and said, "I could see your pain on that screen," explained everything, and then he was like, "Whenever you're ready, it's no rush. You want to do," and I was like, "Oh no, there is a rush," and so we're going to get this done. So we scheduled it for early January, and then the circumstances, we ended up having it on January. They kept, for one reason or another, that all seemed reasonable. I didn't feel slighted or any way, at one point. So we ended up on January 22nd.
Yes.
And I know 22 is a master number.
Yes.
And it just felt, the other days were like, the first day was like the beginning of the month. Let's get it done as quickly as possible. I really wasn't quite ready. I had a few things to do. So that was no problem. The second day was like, oh, this is it. This is set. And then when that day came along and they rescheduled it, I was like, oh, wow. And I had no time to even panic. I panicked initially because I was like, my sister's not going to be able to come. And then my sister called me and she was like, do you want me to come for this many days instead of this many days? And I was like, yeah. So it just all worked out, and the 22nd just seemed right. It just seemed right. That master number 22 just seemed right. And so so that's when I had it, and I went back 2 weeks later for my my 2-week checkup. And my doctor said, oh, you look really good. You really good. He was talking about my hip and my x-rays and all that. But I was so it's like, I think so too. It's all good. But I just really felt good because 2 weeks later, I walked into the building with a cane. Mm-hmm. Not even a walker, after a big snowstorm where there was still ice on the ground and I needed to be really careful.
Yes.
I was walking with just the cane.
Yes.
That was huge. 2 weeks later.
It.
So I've been recovering, and this has just been an amazing journey. And like you just reminded me, I had been seeing myself with the solution. I've been seeing myself and praying for it and hoping for just relief of pain, and all of the pain that I was experiencing before is gone. Wow. All of the pain that I was experiencing before is gone. And remember, I told you the only one thing I just really, really wanted to do was to cross my leg like a lady. I just wanted to cross my leg like a lady. Oh, my pink, you know what I mean? Like, I could not physically, I have to understand, I physically could not do what I just did with ease. Mm-hmm. I could do it if I was under a lot of meds, right? And then I would still have to struggle and hold one leg here and hold the other one, just to make it happen. And this has been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. And I'm just telling you, if you are in any way suffering and pain is not normal. I normalized my pain for years. Mm-hmm. It is not normal. Reach out for help. Reach out for help. figure out what you need to do to get yourself ready. I had to get myself ready emotionally. I had to get myself ready mentally, and I had to get myself ready physically. But whatever you have to do, find your ways to get yourself ready. Reach out for support. We're all here for each other. It's a lot going on in this world, and we're here for each other.
Yes.
But don't suffer in silence, and don't live in pain. It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
And the thing is, I'm a sucker for a good story. I love a good story.
Yeah.
I love a good story.
Yes, you do.
And
you write good stories too. You don't tell me you're a good writer.
Thank you. And I love a story that gives hope to the world.
Yes.
A story that gives inspiration to the world.
I have a story for you.
A story that comes from a place where you don't have to have had this perfect life, this perfect path to achieve victory, ultimate victory.
Greatness. You don't.
And this is why we was going to sit down and talk about.
Yes.
Because you were pivotal in bringing something or making something happen in this area,
Yes.
Washington, D.C.
Yes. Let me tell you about it. Can I tell you about it? Let me
Tell
tell
us
y'all
about
about it. Okay, so I mentioned before, I have a group of sister girlfriends that I grew up with, and we were a singing group in high school, and we named ourselves the.
You can sing?
Girl, don't be tripping.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Want to hear it? Go. So anyway, so we are the Sensational Five Dynamites. Oh, can you pause for a picture? It's right.
You gonna go get the picture?
It's right there.
Hold on, y'all. Why I go
It's
get
right
the
over
picture?
there, right? The Sensational Five Dynamites, right?
Oh, is this two? Or is that your other sister?
No, that's it. That's it right there.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
All right.
So these are my sisters. I don't know if you can see.
She gonna have to send me a picture of the picture so y'all can see this
The
better.
Sensational Five Dynamites. And my girlfriends and I have been friends for over 50 years. Over 50 for 3 years now. And we grew up in the same small town. And one of our friends, she actually went on to in the military and became a colonel in the Army. I had gotten the stats for how many black women have become colonels in the Army, and you can only imagine it's a fraction.
What's the stats?
I don't know what. Like right now, I don't remember
Your
stats
phone
like
right
you
there.
do. Oh, okay. Okay.
We need to know these stats.
Yes. Oh gosh.
We found the stats.
So I know it's a few years out, but what I found was in 2022. Less than 5% of all people in the Army black women make colonel.
Wow.
So 5% of all the people in the Army
wow.
are black women.
And let me say this because I'm coming from the Army.
Yes.
I was in the Army. I've never met a black woman colonel in the Army.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember there was one male man who was a colonel. And that was it. He was a big deal to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was at the Pentagon. He was a big deal to us.
Yeah, and she at one point
and that was a man.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
So this is a big deal. They were saying it because it's a big deal. But before my girlfriend made a colonel in the Army, she had a past and she had some struggles. And I was there, not in her struggles with her, but I saw the struggles. I saw her struggles. And so she has come out with her memoir that she wrote. And it's
Wait, before you say the memoir, can we also say that she ran for office?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Say that.
This is really important.
Because again,
you know
what I'm trying to tell you guys is regardless of your past, a lot of you know, because you know me, a lot of you do. I had a child at 16 years old.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Had a whole baby. You know what I mean? There were so many people who could have written me off.
Yeah.
And maybe they did.
Yeah.
But I'm so delusional that I didn't write myself off.
That's right.
So I say to myself, I'm the most successful baby mama, teen baby mama ever. Yeah.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I want that to be an inspiration
Absolutely.
that regardless of where you may have fallen short on this long, colorful path of
journey of life. Yes.
There's some hope.
Let me tell you. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I need to start that. After 32, 33 years, pardon me if I don't have the exact number of years, but over 30 years career in the Army, she retired. Mm-hmm. She retired. She got married again, moved back to our small town, and built her home and rebuilt her life.
Mm-hmm.
She is an educator in the public school systems at home, the public school systems that we graduated from.
Yeah.
And she decided she wanted to go in, follow in her father's footsteps, do her civic duty, and run for mayor of our small town.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you she ran a noble campaign. When I tell you she ignited the support of the elders in the community and the young people in the community. She garnered the support of so many people who had decided they weren't going to, be a part of it, just didn't matter.
Yeah.
She did all of that, and it fell short. It fell short. She was disappointed. We were disappointed, but she did not give up.
But it fell short by what?
14 votes.
14 votes.
Your vote counts. Every vote counts.
So when we say fell short, like let's say how close come on.
14 votes.
Not only falling short by 14 votes, but also showing the strength that she did have for it to be only 14 votes.
Only 14 votes.
Because think about it.
Yes.
Some people can lose a race, but they're losing by a large gap.
Yes.
So for that gap to have only been this tells you how powerful and effective this sister is.
Absolutely. And the other folk cheated, but that's a different story
that's
for another day.
Story. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, 14 votes. And she had already written her book, but she was going to wait until after the election to publish it and get it out there. And so she did. And I promised her and I told her and I asked her, could I assist by having her DMV area launch of her book. So she just launched her book recently in February at home. So yes, so we're going to have her Washington, D.C. launch right here in the DMV. So super excited. We're paying homage with our camouflage here. Of course, my sister's a veteran.
This was not planned.
I'm not a veteran, but I love me some camouflage.
This was not planned.
And it was
just so happened to be what I bought to wear today back home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to have it at Busboys and Poets.
You all are invited.
Yes, everyone's
you all
invited.
Are invited, especially my DC, Maryland, Virginia folk.
Let me be specific because we have several locations, and so we're going to have it at 450 K Street, the downtown location. 450 K Street, Northwest, Washington, D.C. It's going to be on Saturday, March 21st, 2026. From noon to 2. So we know we are dealing with military people. We are starting at noon. So please, show up, come there, come at 11:30 so you can place your order at Busboys. You can get a copy of her book, which is available on Amazon.
It's available on Amazon. And remember, guys, what I said. This is about inspiration. This is about hope. This is about never giving up.
Yes.
Never giving up.
Yes.
This is about no matter what you've been through, what you have gone through, what you have survived. Every day is a new day for you to reinvent yourself. The name of this book is
From Crack to Kernel. One woman's fight. Get my glasses off. One woman's fight from rock bottom to full bird kernel. From crack to kernel.
So proud.
Yes. Colonel Willette Alston Huckaday. So I am so proud of my sister Willette. She has totally transformed her life. It has been a journey. This is such a vulnerable book. It's a vulnerable story. But her thing is if she could help one person with her story to know that they can overcome adversity in their life and still succeed, she has done her job. And yes, my sister, you have done your job, and job well done. We're so excited to see how much more you will accomplish.
And I'm about to
so proud of you.
Because now what I'm thinking about is this. What if somebody like my dad would have had this story in his life?
Yeah. Oh.
My father was taken out of my life. Well, he's alive. He's still alive. But he first went to jail for a long time when I was 14 because he suffered with a crack addiction.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Think about these people who suffer from addiction or who have suffered with addiction, but they feel like
there's no hope.
There's no hope.
There's no hope.
That they can't soar after something like that.
Right. That's
you
right.
know?
That no one's here for them, that no one's there. Well, that story is so compelling. Her family, her father was the first mayor of our town.
Wow.
You know, her father was a minister, so she's a preacher's kid, right? So all this, like, you know, like pressure. So she goes off, and so she grew up like in a middle class family, right? And so it can happen to anyone, but it also anyone can overcome. And so that's the lesson. Any one of us can overcome our adversities, however low we feel ourselves, from rock bottom to full bird kernel. Wow. What a story.
What a story, y'all.
Yeah, and so I'm so glad she put it in print.
What a story.
Yeah.
And what's your story?
What's your story?
What's your story? What story are you telling yourself?
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing you at Busboys and Poets on March 21st.
March 21st from noon to 2, 450K Street, Northwest.
And you know I'm going to put the information in there. The information in here, y'all. Check out the description below. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Tinesha. Thank you for allowing me to share. Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm like, what they don't know is whenever we talk, the conversation goes like this.
I know.
About all the things, y'all. We could be like, I woke up and had cereal today, and it turns into a whole epiphany, the light, do you see the
manifesting? Yes.
It's just so good. It just feeds my spirit. And I just hope, my greatest hope is that somebody watching this, that their spirit can be fed as well.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to share. Let's feed spirits around here, y'all.
That's right.
Let's feed
heart to heart, spirit to spirit.
So thank you. Because I remember in the beginning, you weren't trying to be on this camera.
Not at all. And I would have never even thought to ask you to do this.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know, this is like, I would have never asked you to do anything like this. I would have never thought to ask you to do anything like this.
No, but I hear a good story.
Right?
And it's like, wait a minute, DC,
right?
And this is something that people can actually come to. And I can actually edit the video ahead of time, in time, for it to actually matter. Because y'all be so far behind. No, we got to have this conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Fat Fam.
See y'all in the next video. Peace.